Hello everyone, it is Suzanne Hart here, and today I want to continue a conversation that I started earlier this week called Create a Clearing. The first part of this was creating a clearing in time, which is really building a powerful schedule and beginning to master yourself in time, powerfully pulling into life each day what moves your life forward and creates outcomes that will change the quality of your life. Now I want to talk to you about an emotional clearing. And an emotional clearing is really taking in an inventory on what the influencers on your life are. So what's an influencer? An influencer can be TV. What kind of TV shows are you watching? And influencers can be the books you're reading or the books you're not reading, right? An influencer can be the people that you're spending the time with. And I think that is one of the most powerful influencers. Are those people supporting you, challenging you, cheering you on, or are they not doing so and making you feel small, squashing your dreams, having limiting conversations? Because what goes in often comes out in some way, shape, or form, whether it be our actions, our beliefs, our private conversations, all those things. So let me give you an example. One of the things that I noticed very early on was staying fit and healthy was quite simple and easy for me. So my physical fitness and my health was quite simple. And one of the reasons why was when I looked around, every single friend I had was healthy. And so whenever we did something, the environment that we created as a collective group was always one where health was at the forefront. So it became very easy to eat healthy. It became very simple to exercise on a regular basis. It became very easy to do activities that were physical and kept us in shape. Why? Because everybody that came into my life had a health and fitness background, right? Not that they did it professionally, it was just a non-negotiable. It was a foundational thing in their life. So that influence made it very simple for me to stay on track because my environment called that I stayed on track. My environment would challenge me to get stronger, to stay fit. There was always that going on. So that's what I'm talking about. When I got into business and I got into network marketing, one of the things was that the people in my immediate environment, my family and many of my friends, didn't understand what I was doing. They actually didn't support what I was doing. Now that didn't make it right or wrong. What it said to me was I had to find influencers that were positive, that believed in network marketing and believed that what I wanted was possible. And so I created what I call my love posse, people who surrounded me, cheered me on, and supported me in getting where I was going. And that group really was the foundation that influenced who I was in the process of becoming. And as I grew, what also happened was the influencers in my life also grew with me, right? And why is that so key? Because what influences us creates our thinking. What influences us impacts our feelings. What influences creates what are our behaviors. And so it is really key that you guard your influences like it is the most valuable thing, right? Because when negative people or negative energy comes into your world, it is like you are being pulled down. When positive energy and positive influencers come into your world, it's like they're pulling you up. And this is why it's key, because if you're up to big things, if you're up to a massive life and you want massive results, just that alone is challenging enough. And you don't want to be fighting against your environment, your influencers. You actually want your influencers working with you. You want your influence pulling you along. You want your influencers to be like magnets pulling you in the direction that you want to go, right? So as you think through this week and as you look at your life, I'm challenging you to say, what what are one or two influencers in my life right now that I'm going to eliminate? What are they? For me, the other thing that really impacted my life was my language, because I began to realize that my language, what I speak into existence, what I say, actually influences my behaviors. So one of my powerful influencers is really being present to my own communication to myself and in the world, right? So as I attempt to really have influence on my own life, I choose my language powerfully, right? So you won't hear me say things like I am broke, because the reality is I am not broken, right? And that's a short term for broken. I might say I'm financially upside down, or I am financially in the process of expanding my income, right? I do not say that I failed. I say that I'm in the process of learning and growing. And the challenge before me is put there to stretch me, grow me, and have me find the next best level of Suzanne, right? If you notice that there's two ways to say many things, and there's ways to say things that have you be the victim of your circumstances and speak into your world challenges and hardship, and there's ways to say things that the influence of your own language creates growth, abundance, forward movement, and learning. We always get to choose. So also, not only surround yourself with amazing people, read great books, watch powerful shows, but also speak into existence things that have you be accountable to how you are influencing every single moment of your day. Thank you for listening. I hope this helps. Please send me a message, connect with me, let me know your thoughts. Take care, and I'll talk to you next week.